I'm Rob Wilson, President of Employco. With me today is Jason Eisner, our Vice President of HR,
Hi, everyone.
for our weekly HR chat. So, Jason, a big topic on businesses and people's minds across the country now is another shutdown looming, and there's some states that are talking about it. We're based in Illinois, and we've had by counties different restrictions being put in. So, as we look forward to look in the future, there's going to be varying shutdowns across the country. So, what should a company be looking at right now?
Yeah, so whether or not your state or local area is going to do a shelter in place or stay-at-home order, similar to what we were kind of looking at back at the earlier part of the year. Hopefully we're kind of experts at that now. Start to look at your technology. Do the employees who maybe return back to the office, do you still have that remote connectivity that maybe employees who are going to start working from home again need to have? Look at which employees who are high risk, who should be, if you do have a ability, and maybe there's critical infrastructure workers who will be coming into the plant. Maybe you look at if they have underlying health conditions and higher risk employees who might be kind of working from home. If there is a requirement for the employees to not be able to work from home or come into the office, that they just can't, like maybe it's a manufacturing facility that's not critical and it's shut down. Don't forget about that FFCRA pay, where employees get 2 weeks of pay at 100%, or if they need to take care of children, it's 12 weeks of pay at 2/3 your pay.
Yeah, I think getting as prepared as you can now is the right thing to do. Whether, like you said, that remote communication, and also start thinking about if you do have to go remote, what does that do to your employee engagement? Especially you're coming up to the end of the year. How are you going to facilitate your performance reviews? There's a lot of questions on the table, and a big issue for businesses if it's forced into that stay home or shelter in place is there going to be anything on a federal relief side? Because the last time when we looked at this, it was the end of March, and Congress acted pretty quickly. During the course of 30 days, there were 3 different bills passed. PPP came out, the FFCRA came out, and right now there's nothing. So it's it's going to be a big issue for a lot of companies.
Yeah, and FFCRA is set to expire December 31st. So we'll see if President-elect Biden is kind of in favor of extending that or reintroducing something, whether or not it's a new round of PPP or paid time off for employees affected by having to stay at home.
And that's definitely start looking at things now. I would not be surprised if we get a shelter in place or stay home order in Illinois at the rate that the governor's speaking. So it's had such a devastating effect on restaurants, on trade shows, on hotels. How much can the economy withstand if we do another shutdown in Illinois or in other states? So Michigan is supposed to be from what I heard this week or next week.
Yeah. In addition to getting that technology ready and deciding which workers can continue working from home versus in the office or at your location, try and keep in mind that to over communicate. If you're going to be doing any communication with your employees, over communicate rather than under communicate. Keep the employees informed as you're making decisions. Keep a pulse on how the employees are doing, anything they're kind of worried or concerned about, how they're working from home, their home work environments. So try and communicate as much as you can with employees and kind of strategize and start planning now for that.
If you need any help or any questions, both of Jason and myself are here to help. If you have any questions on the do's and don'ts of working remote or best practices for the stay-home orders, feel free to reach out to either of us.
Yeah, HR@employco.com. Thank you.
Thanks.